So I was just discussing a case with a client today where she wasn't wearing her seatbelt during a crash. And people always ask me this question: does not wearing a seatbelt completely destroy your case? So the answer is not necessarily, but it could definitely affect it. A lot of people think if you weren't wearing a seatbelt, you automatically lose your case. So that's not true. If another driver caused the accident, they could still be responsible. But insurance companies love when someone wasn't buckled up because now they can argue your injuries would have not been this bad if you wore the seatbelt. And depending on the state, that could absolutely reduce the value of the case. But here's the reality: not wearing a seatbelt usually doesn't cause the accident, but it can affect the damages, your injuries. And I tell you from experience, insurance adjusters and defense lawyers focus on it immediately. They're going to bring it up, especially if, let's say, you were ejected or you hit the windshield or had facial injuries, or maybe even whiplash that could have been prevented if you wore that seatbelt, or the crash damage was relatively minor. But that said, I've still seen strong settlements in cases where the person wasn't restrained. Every case depends on the injuries, the state where it happened, the crash mechanics, and whether the defense can actually prove the seatbelt would have changed the outcome. So no, not wearing a seatbelt does not automatically ruin your case, but it could definitely make the fight a lot harder.